Hello, this is Marty Eddington. Today I want to talk about the CAE product. In this video, we're going to do several things. First, explain what the cognitive amplification engine is, benefits for individuals, and then finally, we're going to get into the different steps in the process that people can use to have good results and good thinking as it coming out for their interests. And so that's the first part of the video. The second part of the video is a full demonstration of the product. I hope you enjoy it. In a world flooded with information, the real challenge isn't access to knowledge, it's thinking clearly. The Cognitive Amplification Engine, or CAE, is a software portal designed to help people and organizations think better, decide faster, and move forward with confidence. Rather than replacing human intelligence, CAE amplifies it, combining structured human intent with AI-assisted expansion and deliberate human judgment. What is the cognitive amplification engine? At its core, the cognitive amplification engine is a human-in-the-loop thinking system. It guides users through repeatable cognitive workflow that clarifies goals, structures complex questions, expands insight using AI, preserves human judgment at every critical step. CAE is not about automation for automation's sake. It's about better thinking, better decisions, and better outcomes. Benefits for individuals. For individuals, CAE helps you break through mental overload and decision paralysis, clarify complex problems and life decisions, explore ideas more deeply without losing control, improve critical thinking, creativity, and focus, make decisions with documented reasoning and confidence. Whether you're planning a major life change, researching a topic, or developing a new idea, CAE becomes a thinking partner, not a replacement. Benefits for businesses and teams. For businesses, CAE delivers powerful advantages: more consistent, transparent decision making, better strategic planning and problem analysis, reduced bias and assumption driven errors, faster insight without sacrificing human oversight, repeatable cognitive workflows across teams. CAE helps organizations scale thinking quality, not just output. The cognitive amplification process. Now let's walk through the 5-step cognitive amplification cycle as shown in the diagram. Step 1, human intent. Everything begins with human intent. The user defines the purpose, goal, or question. This step ensures the system is always aligned with what you actually want to achieve, not what an algorithm assumes. Intent anchors the entire process. Step 2, structured inquiry. Next comes structured inquiry. Here, vague thoughts are transferred into clear, well-defined questions. Complex problems are broken into logical components. This step prevents confusion, misdirection, and shadow analysis before AI even enters the picture. Step 3, AI expansion. Once the inquiry is structured, AI expansion begins. AI is used to explore possibilities, generate insights, surface connections, expand perspectives. Crucially, AI does not decide, it expands the cognitive space. Step 4, human evaluation. The control returns fully to the human. In human evaluation, the user reviews, filters, challenges, and judges the AI generated insights. This step restores human values, context, ethics, experience. Nothing moves forward without conscious human approval. Step 5, iterative refinement. Finally, the process enters iterative refinement. Insights are refined, questions are adjusted, and the cycle repeats, each time with greater clarity and precision. This creates a feedback loop of continuous improvement, learning, and better decision making. Closing. The cognitive amplification engine represents a new way of working with AI, not as an authority, but as an amplifier. Next, we'll see a demo of the interface. Okay, now we're at the demo stage and you can see the interface for the CAE product, or portal as I call it. We've got these buttons, which are the different pages you can get to, and also shows the status of it, which is Pro, which means all the features are enabled versus the free one, and the username who's logged in, because everybody has to log into the system to use this product. And we can see on the dashboard, you got different things you can do to start. Some examples you can walk through. We'll come back to this. On the projects page, we have if there's any active projects, and you can work on those for making decisions. You can also do things like AI assist, or generate notes, or look at the structure, the history. And on the library page, we can look at the different previous projects that have been done and the stage that they're at. You can resume them, export them, archive them, or delete them. Export, you can choose the type of export you want. And here we have different formats on a drop down you can export them in. And then settings are some different things like the different help screens or templates, which you can use for starting new projects. So let's go back to dashboard and let's run a guided example. When we start the example, and there's like 7 or 8 different examples, they're really good. They go through all the different steps, and you can use those as your own. You can see from these buttons, or you can work on them here. And it shows the intent. Here's stage 1, and then it shows what's in the edit screen. You can also switch to what's called section cards mode, and this will show different cards for the different sections. We'll leave it there. Let's go to the next step. You can see here it says we're on demo part 2 of 14. It shows where we are, constraint mapping. And it shows the intent, and we will go to next step, and next step, next step, next step. Now we're at level 4, option generation, which is part of the Pro thing. We'll exit cards mode. You can see the different cards that have been generated as you narrow your choices and provide more information towards reaching a guided logic decision. Okay, let's go, keep going. We're on level 5, risk and counter arguments, synthesis, decision, next actions. You can see we've got different cards that have been generated here based on the information that you put in or you use in the example. And we're getting some of the information like candidate vehicles, we're looking at that, or eliminating high risk options, or evaluation, shortlist scores for which one you want to choose. Let's keep going. We're at step 10 of 14. And now we're at 11 of 14. We've still got some more information it's adding. I'll go to the end. Okay, now we're at the end. You can see all the steps that it went through in card mode here, and displays that information. It has a scroll bar if it goes off the screen. And this shows you how to use these processes to generate a pick. And in step 10, it's actually generating a list of the top picks based on different criteria. And that's the whole idea of this product, to help you thoroughly analyze a target decision you want to make and input information at different steps that are going to help you narrow the choices. And that's why this product's useful. You can also see we have the stage guide next to each step, which shows you information about that step. And then we could save it in the library and export it, etc. So that's a quick overview of the product. I hope it was useful to you. Thank you.